Good day, everyone. Have you ever felt that nagging urge to finish a puzzle you started, or the need to see the end of a movie you're only halfway through? That mental pull is a psychological principle called the Zeigarnik effect. Our brains are wired to remember and crave the completion of unfinished tasks. What happens next? What will a finished product look like? As a writer, I've learned to use that effect on myself. My entire writing process is about creating a huge, jumbled, unfinished story that my brain then relishes the task to organize the imperfect. Many people think writers sit down and perfect sentences as they go. My approach is the complete opposite. When I start, my style is purely organic. I have a general idea, but I absolutely do not try to figure it all out at the start. My first goal is simply to get the ideas down. This means I fully embrace imperfect first drafts. I don't worry about spelling mistakes. I don't agonize over the grammar. I just write. My thinking is I'll come back to that later. The priority is to capture the raw energy of the story to create that big unfinished puzzle. Once the chaotic ideas are on the page, the real structuring begins. This is how revisions tighten the flow and impact of the story. I start by laying out chapter headings, creating a basic map of where I want the story to go. Then within each chapter, I add a list of bullet points, creating a sequence of events. It's like turning a pile of puzzle pieces into neat rows ready to be assembled. Only after that framework is built do I dive into the actual detail of each chapter. This is where I focus on telling the story, making it engaging, and bringing the whole world to life. When I finally have what feels like a full manuscript, that's when my focus shifts. I go back and hunt down all the spelling and grammar errors I intentionally ignored earlier. I clean it up, tighten the sentences, make them readable. But no story is built in a vacuum. Once I've taken it as far as I can take it on my own, the crucial stage begins, polishing stage, which is guided by clear feedback. I enlist the help of a professional editor. It's a collaborative process, a back and forth that can take days or even weeks, depending on the manuscript's length. Their fresh eyes are essential to see what I can no longer see. Even after all that, there's one final test. I clear my mind and I read the entire book from start to finish, as if I were a reader picking it up for the first time. The manuscript is only truly complete when I get through the whole thing without feeling the urge to change a single word or fix a single problem with the flow. This Dable novel, set 200 years in the future and the first of a trilogy, is the result of that entire journey, from a chaotic, imperfect draft to a professionally polished and deeply considered story. I invite you to experience that world that I have built. Not in a flash of inspiration, but through this deliberate process of creation, revision, and refinement. Thank you for joining me today, and I encourage you to join me on my next post.